Right, people. Electrode is good for people. That's what the Galactic Council said. Electrode is the best wisdom. A lot of people pick things to a T because of political correctness and like scientific programming that we all have. We all have to basically be right with proofs. But Electrode functionality means, okay, if you're a spirit channel, especially if you're learning and getting more intuitive, like I'm at 71% now of my higher consciousness being channeled into a video, which basically means 71% is much better than 30%, 50%, 60%. So you're getting the accuracy with Electrode, which basically means firecracker energy of just going for it. So of course there's some distortions in channeling, I will tell you that, because sometimes you get the thought forms and you filter it or you add different words to it, or it just comes through so quickly where you're trying to say it all really fast and you don't have time to, and that's where it can get a little bit, Spirit will amend it, like if you're too slow, like when I'm typing a blog, but that's what happens. It comes through really quick. And so sometimes the translation is a little bit like you might misspell a word or something like that, but usually it basically is accurate apart from those things. I will tell you that about mediumship. That's why the alien races like Electrode methodology of just doing in service, and that who cares if it's a little bit wrong? Most of it's right still, right? So that's why in my electrolysis blog, I said the word electrode and it got criticized a lot, but that was because I got told that as a light of wisdom 2 weeks ago, and I had deliberately filtered my blog to write the word electrode because it sounded a little bit more scientific and it was actually wrong. So that was my mistake, but the other parts of that whole thing were right, because I didn't filter the other. That was the only thing I filtered, which was why it was wrong. That's why when you're a medium, don't filter, just write whatever happens, like whatever comes through, and that's accurate. So that's what it got criticized for. But then the Galactic Council said, well, Electrode wisdom, they were praising Electrode wisdom, because if you say I was like, oh, the media hate me, I'm quitting, I'm not being a psychic medium anymore because of that, and I've lost all my confidence, well, then you're just going to go south, aren't you? Because Electrode wisdom is where you get the 85 to 90% anyway, and so that works in those races, those galactic races. And where it's not meant to be fully perfect anyway. It is meant to be lies to wisdom and distortions and everything that we do, because that helps collective creativity, because it's always giving us something like a duality, like a platform to then bounce off of, right? So that's what it's meant to be. So as we all evolve in consciousness, that's what happens. It's like a straight line tangent that these galactic people go down in their creative endeavor, and those bumps in the road are what causes new solutions, and that actually makes the main freight stronger. So that's what we're looking at, okay? So it's all serving a greater purpose.